You're listening to the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Well, I was wondering, you've been wrestling in NECW, New England Championship Wrestling, which had taped in Quincy, Massachusetts.
Yep.
And a sister site or company would be WWW, which is World Women's Wrestling. And you've had some matches, even NECW got on TV. What was it like taping matches for television, even though it was only local, but it still got some exposure? Did that change any of your any way that you performed in the ring or anything like that?
I guess the biggest thing that it changes is that they also say work to the hard cam. You have to look. When I come out, I tend to not be conscious of camera, where cameras are and stuff like that. And there is, I remember them telling me, you have to go to the right when you go out, because I always would go to the left because everybody else goes to the right, because that's just the way that I am. And you try not to think about it, because if you think about television and being on television, it feels like it puts a little more pressure on. But it's I guess in a way it makes me want to give a little bit more. So instead of giving 110%, maybe I'll give 112%.
Later that year, you ended up competing for the IWE Women's title, and actually, you and Barbie were the first two to compete for that. What was it like being the first person to compete for that title?
Well, anytime you compete for a title, it's to me it's a huge honor, and the fact that they actually introduced a women's title meant a lot to me, and especially I'm from Maine, and I have a huge place in my heart for wrestling up in for IWE up in Brewer and some of the other places that they've allowed me to wrestle. And the whole experience, I feel like some of my best matches have been in front of the IWE fans, and strangely enough, I think especially the fans in Brewer are some of the only fans that actually accept me and really like me, and I find that to be odd, and at the same time, it's very exciting, and I'm very proud to be able to say that I'm the current IWE Women's Champion, and it makes me proud of being from Maine, and that I'm part of such a wonderful company up there.
All right, and Nick, you're next. Go ahead.
I actually have two questions. One is from the Angry Marks chat room, but first I want to ask you, with some of the other female wrestlers that you have been in competition with, like Taylor Hendricks, who has been seen on Ring of Honor, would you ever work for them, or even Shimmer?
Damn it, you beat me to it.
I guess it's a matter of really kind of getting my ass in gear and going for it. I did try to get into Ring of Honor, and I think that maybe I'm not quite their style, or I could be I might not be at that level yet. And one of their probably their top woman is Sarah Del Rey, and at this point in time, I feel like she's a hero of mine, and I don't know if I could hold a candle to Sarah Del Rey. I would like to give it a good try, and that's one of my dream matches is to wrestle Sarah Del Rey, and there
goes that question.
And Shimmer, I have a tape to send out, and it's been sitting here for months, and I just keep forgetting to mail it out. So I hope at some point to be in Shimmer, but I guess
Petition Day Prazak.
What was that?
Said Petition Day Prazak.
Yes.
From the Angry Marks chat, for those who don't know you, you have a unique look to you. You have blue hair and red eyes.
Yeah.
But one question that was asked is, do you ever get compared to Daffney? And if so, were you ever flattered or annoyed by it?
In all honesty, I'm more compared to MzChif on the anybody that's a fan of independent women's wrestling. There's a a tremendously talented girl with she has green hair, and she wrestles in green and black, and I get compared to her a lot. And honestly, in terms of Daffney, to be compared to her, I don't find it bothersome or annoying at all. I actually find it to be an honor because to either one of those women, just because they're both tremendous athletes, they're great. To me, they represent what I would like to represent, and that's solid women's wrestlers.
Yes. Recently in IWE, you had a run-in with Naughty Adrianna at the last show, actually, and she did a number on you. What do you have in store for her when you guys meet again?
Oh, well, she had the audacity to hit me with a chair when my back was turned. I was shaking a little kid's hand.
Basking in a great victory.
What was that?
Said basking in the glow of victory.
Yes, I managed to retain my title, and I was shaking a young fan's hand, and she decided to hit me from behind with a chair, and then choke me with my own whip, and so I think there's going to have to be some sort of a special stipulation in this
whip on a pole. Whip on a pole.
I'm trying to get somebody to do a whip on a pole match, but I think people are a little afraid of how that
innuendo.
Could go, I suppose. Yes.
Let me ask. From one of the listeners asked, what are your views on how a male or female wrestler should present themselves in the ring?
Well, it's a very interesting question. I would say as a professional, but I guess when I get in the ring, I might not be the most professional, the most professional acting, but I'm really kind of drawing a blank on that one. That's a tough question.
All right. Well, I have a question on my own, and you've wrestled for companies like I mentioned, New England Championship Wrestling. Also, you've been in NWA on Fire. You've been in PWE up in Maine. What is the best company that, in your opinion, have you worked for?
Probably the best company I've worked for. Originally, it was NECW. NECW is still around, and they kind of, I guess, years ago, NECW merged with PWF Northeast, and probably a year or two ago, they both separated again. And I have to say that the NECW / PWF Northeast have been they've always been very, very good to me, and they gave me my start. NECW and their women's division, Triple W, which you brought up before, they've always been very, very good to me, and I will pretty much, anytime they ask me, I always try to, to pencil them in. They're very good to me.